How's it going, everyone? Many people on Social Security still haven't received their stimulus check. In addition to that, many people on SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, and railroad benefits recipients still have not received their stimulus checks. From reading the comments section of my previous videos, so many people are really frustrated about this and are trying to get some answers on where their stimulus money is and when they're going to receive it. In this video, I'm going to be going over all of those questions and answers that you've been asking those people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, railroad recipients, and VA benefits recipients. If you want all the latest stimulus update, please subscribe to my channel and I will make sure to keep you up to date on everything that's coming out. If you want all the latest stimulus updates, please subscribe to my channel. On this channel, I also cover personal finance, getting out of debt, and building your net worth. If you find any of this information in this video helpful, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for future updates. I want to start off with some good news. I've been reading a lot of comments that have been saying that they've either received their payment or they've received a payment date of May 13th. That's great news, and hopefully a lot of you watching this are going to be receiving your payments tomorrow. I'm going to be going over in depth how and when you may receive your stimulus check, so make sure you stick around for the entire video to make sure that your questions are answered. And if I don't have an answer to your question in this video, be sure to leave your question in the comments section below, and I will attempt to answer that question in a future video. But make sure you stick around for the entire video so that you don't miss anything that I covered during this video. So, a piece of information about the Get My Payment tool. For those of you receiving government benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad Retirement Benefits, or VA benefits, you may use the Get My Payment tool if you file your taxes to update your direct deposit information. If you do not file taxes or are not required to file taxes and receive any of these government benefits, the Get My Payment tool can tell you your status of your payment, but you may not update your direct deposit information on the Get My Payment tool. And that's if you receive government benefits but are not required to file taxes and don't file taxes. If you do file taxes and receive any of those government benefits, you can use the Get My Payment tool to update your bank deposit information. And the IRS has set a deadline of May 13th to update that bank deposit information. Otherwise, you will be receiving your check in the direct deposit bank that you have set up, or a physical check that they will mail you if you do not have a direct deposit bank set up. So make sure that you fill that out if you file taxes and receive government benefits before May 13th at noon, because that's when the IRS is going to stop accepting changes to direct deposit information for those that file taxes. And if you don't have a direct deposit account set up, then they will send it by paper check in the mail, and that can take a lot longer than receiving the direct deposit. If you filed taxes in 2018 or 2019 and you received a refund through direct deposit, the IRS will send your stimulus payment to that same bank account that you received your refund in. If you did not receive a refund or were not required to file taxes in 2018 or 2019, then the IRS will use the payment method that you currently use to receive your government benefits. So if you're receiving your government benefits by paper check, you will receive your stimulus money by paper check as well. If you receive your government benefits by direct deposit, you will receive your money by direct deposit. But if you receive benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad Retirement Benefits, or VA benefits, you do not need to use the non-filers tool. So eligible recipients of SSI, SSDI, Social Security, VA, and Railroad Retirement Benefits recipients will all receive stimulus payments as long as they're below the income threshold. You will receive a payment. The question is, when will you receive that payment? That's the question I get, I think, probably more than any other question. So first off, I'm getting a lot of comments saying that they're getting a payment date on their Direct Express cards saying May 13th. Here are some of the comments I got with regards to receiving that payment date. Kimberly Rivers says, my sister who received SSI, her $1,200 was in her account this morning. I'm so happy because she really needed it. So hold on, it's coming. Good luck. Mary Skelton says, check your Direct Express card as soon as possible because my card is pending until May 13th. Randy Tatum says, I finally got my Direct Express pending notice on my card coming in May 13th on SSDI and VA. Bonita Tucker Clark says, SSI Direct Express card, finally have pending payment for May 13th. So I've heard a lot of people that will receive their stimulus payment on May 13th. If you haven't checked your Direct Express card, check it today and see if you have a pending payment of May 13th as well. I'm so happy that so many of you are receiving your checks and receiving payment dates. There are still a lot of people, however, that still haven't received their stimulus payments. Here are some of the comments that people are saying. Nancy Ard, please tell me when I'm going to get my check on Social Security. I've had a lot of people asking specifically about Social Security. Juanita McLaren, why are they leaving us out? Direct deposit SSA with no children. William Blackburn, I'm on SSDI with a Direct Express card and haven't gotten mine yet. Clarence Crawford, I'm on SSI disability with direct deposit and still haven't received my stimulus. Don Alitzer, I'm on SSI and have a Direct Express government card and have not received my money. So for those of you that haven't received your money and are wondering where your money is, you are not alone. 150 million people have received their money. 20 to 30 million people still have not received their money, and it is coming if you're eligible. So the IRS has given some insight into when you should expect your check and how you should receive it. Here are some of the scenarios for how and when you should receive your check. If you did not file taxes, you will receive your money in the same way that you receive your Social Security or other government benefits. If you receive a physical check for Social Security, you will receive a physical check for your stimulus payment as well. Here are the mailing dates from the IRS for the physical checks that are going out. Check your income level and see when your check is going to go out. The IRS has also said that expect it within 14 days of this mailing date. So even if your mailing date has already passed, you have up to 14 days from the time that that mailing date is set for your income level that the IRS can send your check. If you did file taxes and received a refund, your check will be deposited in the same account that you received your tax return in. And if you received a refund by paper check, you will receive that your stimulus payment by paper check in the mail as well. I have some more comments and questions. Amanda Seichbert, my husband is on SSDI and got his in the mail even though he used his direct deposit info. We haven't gotten any for our kids, however. If you receive Social Security SSI, SSDI, Railroad Retirement Benefits or VA benefits and have filed taxes and did not receive a refund or had to pay when filing, you will receive a paper check by mail even if you receive your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Railroad Retirement Benefits or VA benefits by direct deposit. So if you didn't receive a refund and you had to file taxes, you will receive a stimulus payment by mail, not direct deposit, even if you receive your government benefits by direct deposit. To receive stimulus money for dependent children, 16 years old or younger, by the end of 2020. If they're older than 16 years old, they will not, and are claimed as a dependent, they will not receive a stimulus check, and you will not receive the stimulus child credit for them either. If for some reason you had eligible children and they did not get a stimulus and you did not get the $500 benefit for them, you can claim that tax credit on your 2020 taxes when you file the beginning of next year. Maria Huerta says, I have SSD and I was approved in 2019 and I don't have an express card. I have direct deposit through my bank. What's taking so long? When I go to the portal, I get no info. Why is that? There are a lot of people that have had no success with the Get My Payment portal. Here are some of the common Get My Payment error messages and what they mean. Payment status not available can happen for several reasons. You were required to file taxes, but the IRS has not finished processing your 2019 tax return. The payment tool still doesn't have your data, and that's one that I think is really frustrating for most people, that the payment tool hasn't been updated. You don't need to file a return and you use the non-filers tool, but the IRS has not processed your non-filers tool entry yet. You are not eligible to receive payment. Make sure you're eligible. You are below the income limits. You are not claimed as a dependent on anyone else's taxes to make sure that you are eligible. And if you received payment status not available, you will not be able to update your direct deposit information at this time. If you receive a message that says try again later, that means that you've tried too many times with your information. You've been locked out of the system for 24 hours. Additionally, if you check the status of your payment 5 times in one day, even if you were successfully receiving a message, the payment tool will lock you out until the following day. So why can't you get a status update on the payment tool? You must verify your identity using the tool, and if the information entered does not match the IRS records, you will not be able to use the tool. So you have to make sure that you match the records with what the IRS payment tool says. If your address is off from what the IRS has on file, then you may not receive a status. And additionally, if you check the Get My Payment tool, make sure you're only checking it once per day. It's only updated once per day, so it doesn't do any good if it's not giving you a status to check it later that day. The last thing I have for you is if you received an incorrect amount on your stimulus payment, you've already received it, but you received an incorrect amount, the IRS has said that you can claim the remaining amount that you are owed on your 2020 taxes when you file at the beginning of next year. So if you had a dependent that they didn't give you the $500 for, then on next year's taxes, when you file those in 2021, the beginning of 2021, you can claim the difference of how much you are owed on your taxes, and you will receive that back to you when you receive your refund, or it will go against the payment you owe to the IRS next year. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And if you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video. It's really helpful for us to create videos if you hit the like. So if you found this helpful, please do so. And if you're interested in getting more stimulus updates, please subscribe to my channel and I will keep you up to date. But I am out of here.